So right, any transfers, Mo Virgil Trent contracts. Right, so I didn't ask David Lynch today about the transfer or the contract situation because there's nothing going to change really. If anything is going to happen, we're going to find out about it in the next couple of days. So yeah, look, I don't expect any big breaking news other than a potential post eventually to say that these contracts are done. But we will talk through them tonight and give you an indication, particularly around Trent's, where some things are starting to come out that might make this situation a little bit clearer. And we'll try and pick the bones out of that as well. Who would you replace Trent with if he leaves, said King C. I've said this all the way through, mate. I haven't even thought about bringing somebody else in or who it might be because I don't want to talk about Trent leaving in my head. I am very much an ostrich with a head in the sand scenario there because I still refuse to believe it might happen, even though I'm very concerned he might leave. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm thinking about. I know that that's pathetic, by the way. That I should be certainly looking at right backs. But you know, Bradley aside, I haven't really given it much consideration. So let's get into some talk around Trent. Right. So Lewis Steele has given an update that I think is probably the most upbeat, positive update I've seen around Trent's situation. And it made me feel a bit better about the situation. So let me read it out to you and I'll see what you guys think. Credit Anfield Edition, by the way. They posted this on X and they credited Lewis Steele from the article. They said, reports suggesting that Trent Alexander-Arnold wants to be in the top earning bracket of Salah and Van Dijk are understood to be wide of the mark. He knows his place in the pecking order and a contract decision will certainly not be driven by finances. Now, if that is the case, and of course I hope it is, then it should be a no-brainer at this point. You know, because we've seen reports of him asking for 350, the club offering 250. We all feel somewhere in the medium 250s, maybe even up to close to 3 is doable, but I'd still like it to be closer to 250. So I like that report because if he does understand that situation and if he isn't asking for Salah money, then this should be something that the club can get done. You know, if he's negotiating honestly with Liverpool, which I've no reason to believe he wouldn't, great. If he understands that he won't get Mo Salah money, I think that's as positive an update as we can get. Now, it's only positive if he ends up signing, but at least it's not another one saying they're miles away and, you know, there's no breakthrough or anything like that. If he's being realistic, the club are being realistic, yeah, maybe we will see some light at the end of this tunnel. And look, I've said all the way through, I have no idea on Trent. I've been trying to figure it out, trying to even... When I think I'm going one way on it, I tilt back the other way and I'm back and forth and back and forth. But ultimately, we need him to stay. Let's be honest about it. You know, we got, again, a glimpse of what he's all about in the game against Spurs. That cross in for Lucho's first goal, absolutely exceptional, and that's what Trent can bring. So I hope we get these done, all three of them. Gareth said, Trent's pissing me off and for a bit now. I'm at the point where no player's bigger than the club. So I get that sentiment and I've been there back and forth on times about it, but I think the biggest scary factor in all the Trent situation to me has always been the unknown aspect of it. We don't know if his head's tilted towards Madrid. We don't know if he's close to a deal. We don't know. We've got no confirmation. We've also got no confirmation in a negative. But the unknown is worrying, right? So with Virgil and Mo, we know they want to stay at the club. We know they hope to find the breakthrough. We know that they're being realistic. I think I've just been scared of the potential negative side of the Trent deal because to lose a player like that for free, it would hurt a lot. So I hope that Trent is getting the answers that he's looking for from regards to the future of the club, the direction of the club, that will be challenging, that we're moving in that right direction, that there will be reinforcements coming in the market, because I'm sure that's something he wants to know about as well. I just wish we had a bit more updates, a bit more of an upbeat nature from him, because he's a hard man to get a read on. He really is. To read that body language and try and figure him out, it's difficult. Do you think his mind will be persuaded if we win multiple trophies? Trent, I think, Ola, it's a bit late at that point, right? You know, because you're talking about winning those trophies and outside of the League Cup, which is March, I think, for the final, you're talking about May time, and his contract's up the month after that, so I don't think you can let it go that long. I've always been of the mindset that it's really risky if we let these contract extensions go into the open market in January, where Virgil, Mohamed and Trent can all speak to clubs outside the Premier League openly. I think Liverpool will... They don't have to get it boxed off by January, but I think it becomes a risky situation, becomes even more risky at that point to me, particularly with Trent. The Mirror have said, and this I hope is a good sign as well. So the Mirror have just come out and said Liverpool wants to up Trent Alexander-Arnold's wages from £170,000 a week to £250,000 a week, and the Reds want to give him a 4-year deal plus a 1-year option. That's perfect. In my eyes, that is absolutely perfect. That's perfect. Nothing to add. Just get that done. That's a perfect number. Dunzo. Yeah, get that done. And I would take that 100%. I would think that was great all around. Richard said, imagine waking up Christmas morning and all three have signed new deals. Best Christmas present ever. Oh, mate. 100% agree. I don't even know if I'd get to the unwrapping part of any gifts or anything at that point. I'd be just straight on the computer going, need to make a video. Christmas dinner can wait.